Good morning and welcome to the show. We've got some of my favourite people in the kitchen today, two pretty incredible chefs, the brilliant Paul Ainsworth and the wonderful Andy Oliver. And we've sandwiched our special guest in between two of our delightful drinks experts, Helen McGinn and Carmen O'Neill. I'm especially excited to welcome the man who's had big nights out with Vic Reeves, gone fishing with Paul Whitehouse and told unbelievable truths on Would I Lie to You. He's a comedy legend. Please welcome Bob Mortimer. Hey, join in. Go, Bob. How are you?
Well, what a lovely intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great to have you here. I can't believe you haven't done this show before.
No, I haven't. Feed me.
I will. Now, listen, you've got a brilliant new book out. This is the third book you've written.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Unbelievably.
Yeah.
Never allowed me a third go at it.
Yeah? You enjoy them?
I do enjoy writing them, yes. I just sit on the sofa watching the telly with one half of my brain and tapping away writing a book. Yeah.
Nice. Right, listen, we're going to talk more about that later. Let's see what's on the menu today. Now, Paul, what have you got in store for us?
So I have got a couple of really lovely wines. I know you're not massively into your wines. You're not a big wine fan.
No, I don't drink it.
But I've got some...
It's a hard no for me.
It's a hard no. But I've got two that maybe you might like to try, including a new English white that's just launched. Yeah. But then also I've got your favourite beer at the end.
That sounds nice.
Excellent. Now, Bob, we know you're a keen beer drinker, so we've decided to take your favourite drink and potentially ruin it by giving it to Cocktail Carmen over here.
Wow.
Who's going to literally shake them up.
That's an intro, so hopefully I haven't ruined them. But we like beer, we like cocktails, now we're going to put them together.
Yeah.
So I am ready for the...
You can't do that with everything.
No. So the judgment...
Beer, gun range. Let's put them together. No, but I look forward to that.
They're not natural bedfellows.
Yeah. This is a much better mix, I swear. I promise.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, Bob, like I said, it's your first time on the show. Amazingly. So listen, at the end of the show, what's your idea of food heaven and what's your idea of food hell?
Food heaven would always be just a lovely bit of fresh fish. Turbot, if possible.
Nah.
Or halibut.
Yeah, OK. OK, what about place? Delicious place steak.
Place is nice. I had... in Gone Fishing, we did a trip to Norway, and we caught a cod, and then it was cooked for us by a chef, and that was a revelation.
Right.
You know, the freshness of the fish, how quickly it must deteriorate. Because it didn't even taste like the cod I'd had for the rest of my life. So fresh fish, any fish.
So simple flavours, fresh fish.
Yeah.
You like a bit of butter as well, don't you?
Butter's nice. I shouldn't be eating butter, but lovely.
Now, what about hell? This is interesting.
Do I get mashed potato?
You do get mashed potato.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because the other show, cooking show that's on weekends, the chap, the cook there, does sensational.
Does he? Does he?
So I'm just wondering.
Really?
I'm just wondering.
OK, then. So you want me to beat that mashed potato?
Well, if you can, that would be incredible.
No, what about hell?
Food hell's pizza.
Why?
What? Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I picture myself at a restaurant with the menu. There's pastas, there's meats and so on. And then there's these pizzas there. Just a bit of dough with some ketchup.
Really?
I think the thing that brings it home to me is I really love tin tomatoes and tin sardines on toast.
Right.
And I think that's a far preferable dish
to a pizza.
Okay.
I just find I think there's a lot of calories and not much reward. I don't think so.
OK.
I know people love them, but it's not my food.
It's not for you.
Not my food hell. But
then you love pocket meat, and not everyone's into that.
Yeah, well, they should start.
Well, listen, if I give you heaven, I'm going to go fishing and serve you my catch of the day.
And just like anything, you know, doesn't always have to be, I suppose, what you can afford, but, you know, a good free-range egg.
Because some of the manufacturers, you know, the big ones, are using paprika in the feed, aren't they, to make the eggs very yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, is that OK? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's... I mean, I've not heard that. That's,
Yeah, no, I've heard that's a thing.
Yeah, is that... Yeah.
It's whatever you feed them, it takes on the colour, right?
Yeah.
So the more colour you give...
I wonder if they'd eat Haribo. You could get...
Rainbow eggs.
Yeah.
So, Bob, a bit naughty.
It is naughty, it's dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Foolish. But sorry, I'm eating, but Paul, that is incredible. I didn't think the original could be beaten.
Wow.
Let's knock it in.
How's our resident Canadian over there? Brick the base, so the base doesn't rise too much. The edge will rise up, and then we're going to fill it in this assembly job. And the reason I did this is because it's super quick, it's super easy, and it looks quite special in the middle of the table. However, when I was putting it together, one thing I did kind of realise is that what we're actually making is something that looks a lot like a pizza. Well, let's work through this together.
Beginning to fear this dish, yeah.
Right,
if I was being honest, Matt, my actual food heaven would be boiling the bag beef.
Really, beef?
With mashed potato.
Boiled beef and mashed potatoes?
Well, but
is that a nostalgic thing?
It's often the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
You had those childhood dishes that you just can't get out of your system and you crave every now and then, you know?
Have you ever done boiling a bag when you've cooked for Paul on the riverbank?
I have. I did a ration pack.
Oh, nice. Really spoiling him. But he was thrilled. He spends all day shouting at you on the riverbank. Yeah. And then you give him a ration pack.
That's how you get your own back.
Yeah, you do. You serve him dog food.
So what was in a ration pack?
It did look like something to give to your pet, but I'm sure it was very nourishing. You know,
I mean, I've seen you make some curious things.
I do. I try and keep them curious. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps them lively. I like to think. He's always sort of very willing to try all these things.
He is, and he enjoys quite a few of them. But we do things like the favourite meal that Mum used to cook. Paul's was a corned beef and potato pie.
Right.
That was really delicious, Matt.
Nice.
That was really nice.
So you've done, you cooked for Paul. How did it feel when you lost that really big salmon recently?
Oh.
It was terrible. It was, you feel... I'm heartbroken myself, and I'm heartbroken for him as well, because what you don't see on the television necessarily is the amount of preparation that Paul puts into it, you know? Just to try and get me a fish.
Yeah.
And then I let him down. He tells me to stop whining. He swears at me.
I know, he's very into it, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's why, one of the reasons why the show works, because... because he authentically really wants to catch a fish, and he wants to do it.
But that's what makes it such a brilliant watch, because I suppose you've grown to love fish, or grown to to learn about fishing more.
Yeah, I love going fishing. I love the opportunity at my advanced years of spending, 8 to 10 hours with a good friend.
Yeah.
Something you stop doing as you get older. It's very easy to not see so many people as you get older, and certainly not spend, real quality time.
And you have to really relax into it, don't you?
Yeah, it takes a few hours. Like when you go on holiday, it takes a few days. But it's a real privilege.
So when you're on that riverbank and Paul's in the distance somewhere shouting at you, I mean, is that where you dream up all your storylines for your novels?
No, I'm just sat there thinking of the next way that I can irritate Paul. It's as simple as that.
So let's talk about your book. The new one, Hotel Avocado, great name.
Thank you.
The follow-up to the Satsuma Complex.
Yeah, keep it fruity, It was originally called the Hotel Aubergine, but the image of the aubergine apparently means something very...
As an emoji, it's quite triggering.
It's quite triggering. So it was changed to the avocado, but it's a delightful fruit, and it's got a nut in the middle, which is appealing. I think we all enjoy that moment when you take the nut out, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, so it's a kind of follow-up to the first one, continues their story. I mean, it's me, basically, Matt. When I was a lot younger, in a different life, I was a solicitor.
Which I learnt from your first book.
Yeah, and the novels are kind of an imagining of what my life might have been if I'd remained a solicitor,
Yeah.
And the adventures that might incur.
The adventures of a solicitor.
So that's not very appealing, is it?
But Bob, I haven't read the Satsuma Complex, but I'm reading Hotel Avocado now, and I am so enjoying it because you do reference back to what's happened before. So I feel like I know what happened, but I have to say I love Gary. I mean, Gary is you, but your main character he's just so lovely.
It's like, I always think to myself, well, the reason I did a book in the first place was because people quite enjoyed my sort of tall stories that I tell on Would I Lie to You? And it's kind of a long one.
Real. You do it in such a way that they're so kind of incredible, but they are real.
I had
like the time you burnt your house down.
I had bets with my team that we played the game while watching the videos of it, and I was like, that can't be real. And as a team, we were all betting, and I lost all of them because I was like, he can't, like, burning your house down, put fireworks.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Well, it's a terrible memory for me. Thanks for bringing that. No, it was. No, it's truly awful because my mum had been recently widowed. So she was having a bad enough time, and then she comes home one afternoon and I burnt the house down. So
Little Bob had burnt the house down.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, Matt. If that's what you're thinking, I didn't mean to.
So tell us, without giving any spoilers, give us a bit of the plot of the book.
Well, plot-wise, that's quite difficult to ascertain.
Okay.
No, I think it's like like a thrillery, romantic adventure sort of thing.
Yeah.
The hero gets himself into deep water, and I've tried to set it up, you know, like looking from above when you can see a couple should be together.
Right.
But they never quite seem to...
This is Emily.
This is Emily and Gary.
But you're really rooting for the characters as well, and there's so much humour in it all the way through as well. And, you know, just the way he just gets distracted, like a chat with a squirrel. Why not?
Yeah, have a chat with a squirrel. You never know, it might move.
Can I just point out, when I went to university, I didn't have any friends, and I used to go to the park and chat.
I know!
With the squirrel.
I know. That's why I read it.
No, you're laughing at me like, that's sad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Literally, your best friend. But it's a perfect bank holiday read, I would say. Get stuck in. It's brilliant.
Well, thank you.
So enjoy it.
Do you feel quite attached to your characters, Bob, like emotionally?
I do, yes, because when I started to write, this was my second book, I wrote different characters, and I missed those characters so much that I thought, no, I'd like to see what happened to them. So, yeah, I did.
Right, I made you a kind of fishy pizza.
Right.
Took no time at all. There was a little herb oil with some coriander in there, so that goes well with the harissa. Let me cut you some.
So, Matt, if I get food hell, I've basically had two pizzas. But I want to try your mashed potato. Can we fix it?
We can't fix it, but depending on what you get, we could always knock up some mashed potato, I'm sure. Can't we, Michaela? Yes, we can, she said. I can hear. Right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure it's going to be delicious.
Right, you tuck into that.
Is that a dangerous item or a nice?
It's not a dangerous item. They always say there's an occasional hot one. I've never found one ever.
Right.
So, tuck in. It might be quite hot because it's cooked in hot fat. Anyway, you tuck into that. What will I be making for Bob at the end of the show? Will it be his food heaven? Catch of the day. So I'm going to take a delicious place steak, I'm going to roast it on the bone, I'm going to serve the fish with a rich, smooth cream mashed potato and some buttered summered vegetables. Or will you face his, quite frankly, ridiculous idea of pizza hell? So this traditional pizza curiously translates to the old man. It's a classic pizza dough without the traditional tomato sauce, and it's topped with pecorino, ricotta, mozzarella, cherry tomatoes and guanciale. How's that?
It's lovely, thank you.
It's all right, not like a pizza at all.
Not at all, and that item is not dangerous at all. It's really rather friendly, isn't it?
Friendly peppers.
What did you call it?
It's a padron pepper.
Padron pepper.
Yeah, just fried in oil and some salt.
Find a little more condensed milk.
Okay, I can work on that.
Touch more condensed milk.
Okay.
Favourites from the table?
I think this is the one that gave me the wind.
Indeed, we've organised a spot of fishing in the studio here. Ta-da! With a paddling pool full of plastic fish.
Wow, it's just like being on the river.
Are you excited? Now listen, at our pond, half of the fish are coloured blue at the bottom for heaven, half of them are coloured red at the bottom. All you have to do is hook your fish, hook your favourite fish. Let me just
I've already decided.
Have you? Hang on, I'm just going to show you this. Half of them are like this, half of them are like this. OK, all you got to do, hook your favourite fish and reveal its bottom.
I don't know if they have bottom. I'm going to go for this orange lad here, because I've got an orange stair carpet and I've never fallen on it.
Oh!
And I've got him!
Oh! Yeah!
Woohoo! And what does that mean?
It's blue, it's heaven. Have you already got an orange stair carpet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know it really works? Everyone at home, an orange stair carpet. So that means
I would have thought that's quite an unusual colour in a house.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. But I've got black stairs, black balustrade, orange carpet.
Nice, nice.
And that's a winner.
Yeah, very good. Right, so just to show, Paul, we got our resident Cornish fisherman here. If you like to hook out some fish, show the fish bottoms. Andy, let's make some...
Stop saying fish bottom.
Let's make some fish. Right, creamy mashed potato. So, Bob, since... do you have to be sort of very careful what you eat now? I mean, you're kind of... You love your food, you love your sort of... what they call unhealthy food.
Yeah, well, we all do, I suppose. I love all the foods that you're not allowed to eat, which includes, of course, butter.
So, are you very good at home with what you?
No,
eat?
I'm not. I just
brilliant.
I'm better than I was.
Right.
You know, I'm better than I was.
Yeah.
So you do your best, don't you? I don't want it to become my life. You know, just eating sort of things that I don't like.
Purgatory eating things.
What do you cook for yourself?
What do I cook for myself? I like chicken.
Oh, sardines and tomatoes.
Sardines on tomato and tomatoes on toast. Very nice. Goes down well in my house. I like pancakes.
Do you like what, pancakes?
Yes, I like night cereals.
What's a night cereal?
Night cereals.
Okay.
You know, cornflakes at night.
What's a night cereal?
That's
just
you know, just having them on the evening. Yeah. when Paul and I go fishing, that's usually all we have in that they provide us with. Those little cinnamon square ones, so we gorge on them of an evening.
Right. Night.
I really like baked beans.
Yeah.
I like sausages.
Okay.
Shall I carry on?
No.
That's awful.
Right. Okay. So colour the fish. So let's talk about the next series of Gone Fishing.
Yeah, that starts in a couple of weeks' time.
Why do you... I mean, we had Paul on the show a while back.
Yeah.
And we were talking to him about it. And why do you think it has been such a success?
I think it's a nice thing to have in your front room. You know, we make the UK look so beautiful. And we take care with that to make sure that... we spend more time making the environment look gorgeous than we do on ourselves, really.
Right.
It's very nice that Paul is so determined to get a fish.
Yeah.
And that I'm so not determined.
But can I just say, you hooking the blue fish there, I think that makes up for the salmon that got away.
Yeah, in many ways, yeah. It's a piece...
Redeemed yourself.
My pizza-avoiding fish.
Yeah, there you are.
I applaud you.
So, Bob, I've noticed as the series has gone on, of Gone Fishing, there's beautiful drone shots, gentle music, and you say, you know, you spend a lot of time making the show look good. And is it, when it comes to the chat between the two of you, is that all sort of off the cuff?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we're on the riverbank for 8 hours, Matt, so, you know, we just talk most of the time when we're not fishing. Yeah. And then they try and find 30 seconds here or a minute there that's worth putting on the telly, you know. I don't think the show would work if it was scripted, because... Yeah. It is, I think a lot of people watch it, certainly a lot of fellas watch it and think, oh, that's me and my mate, that's what we're like.
Because it's real.
And yeah, so...
But you're right, I mean, we touched on it earlier, it's the sort of thing you need time to relax into, it's the sort of thing that a lot of blokes will look at and go, I wish I could do that with my mate.
Yeah, and well, I hope it does encourage people to do that, you know, whatever their age. Yeah. To take out 8 hours with a friend. You know, fellas tend to get together around a sporting event or something that they're doing together or have an hour in a pub. Yeah. But to actually go and spend a good chunk of time with a friend, very healthy thing to do, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's really, well, it's just kind of wholesome, soulful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how competitive? I mean, you've known Paul for a long time. Was he always as competitive in the comedy kind of arena? As
no, he's one of the country's most generous comedians. You know, it's a very unique thing. There's so many comedians want to sort of dominate. Yeah. You know, be the funny guy in a duo and so on. But Paul, actually, probably myself as well. We started as sidekicks really, and I think that's helped flavour this show because neither of us are particularly anxious to say the funniest things or to dominate the screen. So it works quite nicely in that way. And Paul's lovely, but we did a show last week and I caught 4 and Paul caught none. And I was very pleased.
So you just had to bring that up again.
and he hated it, you know. No, he's always happy when I catch because he's taught me everything that I know. So
yeah.
He's very happy for me.
Yeah, that is lovely.
Really, really buttery.
There you go.
And then we're good to go. OK, you deliver.
I'm going to be judging this, and Andy, I'm going to be judging this spud against the other show.
Of course you are. Now, we should say, this is Sunday Brunch Simon Rimmer's mashed potato. OK, let's...
Which apparently is very, very good.
It's quite something.
Just burn your face.
Yeah, I did. Also didn't eat it properly. It's very nice. It needs some more salt.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah? Oh, sorry, Andy. I'll get it.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
Just mind your own business. You know? I mean, it's just a thought. It's just a thought.
And will the dog Ted be making it?
Oh.
Yeah, his part grows as his popularity does. Yeah. You know, we took him for a full makeover the other day. He had a mud bath and a ribbon tied round and a haircut. Unrecognisable. He's quite a cute dog, actually.
He's beautiful. He is beautiful.
He's marvellous.
Yeah,
he's
really
lovely. Dog. And he loves, you know, he's knocking on a bit now, but he loves those days out. He really does. You can see he puts a spring in his step, just like it does us, to be honest.
Yeah.
And do you always work with the same crew?
Yep, for all 8 series, yeah, same lot.
Really, that makes a big difference.
Happy family, you know.
Yeah. I mean, grab a fork, tuck in.
To be fair, that mash looks
It's got
beautiful.
Quite a lot of butter. Quite a lot.
It's not, as you say, heart healthy.
Good.
No.
It's not bad. Well, the fish is delicious.
Good.
Delicious.
But I'm going for the spud, Andy. Let me tell you, Rimmer's is good.
What?
Here we go.
Hang on. If this is better, this is not Andy Oliver stealing the show.
Oh, if it's not, then it's my potato. Oh, I see how it works.
Here we go.
I'm actually really quite nervous.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody's anxious.
Oh.
I think we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Yes, Andy.
Almost.
Yes, Andy.
Whoa.
I'm the one with an aching arm.